Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan-Eric Frank. Good afternoon.
We are live here from the CTV studios in Wellington, Florida, and preparing here for the 2023 World Polo League Palm Beach Open. Our first game, we're on Field 5 at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And as you can see, our mount officials have them all lined up, ready to go here for our first bowl-in. Yeah, and let's meet the players.
Indeed. Well, you can see the balls already in play. Kaia, Polo, Larry Austin at number 1, Lorene Zubiari, the 7-goaler at number 2, Santi Toccolino at number 3, and the very strong 8-goal player, Hero de Carril at number 4. They are in the dark shirts. Richard Mille, as I'm sure you've become accustomed to, in the pale blue with Teo Kaia at number 1 off 1 goal, Tincho Melis at number 2 coming in off 7 goals, and then, of course, Pablo McDonough, the 10-goaler at number 3, and Nacho Navijo Estrada at back playing off 8 goals. Your mounted officials this afternoon, Pepe Araja and Gaston Dorignac. And, as always, our instant replay official / third man. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Steve Lane.
Of course, we are using replay system here in the World Polo League. Each team will receive one challenge per half. One challenge per half. They need to use it or lose it. If they're correct on their challenge, they'll receive another. All the triggers are in place. We'll go over the triggers as this game goes on here, as different teams here, they're mixing it up a little bit with the Palm Beach Open. Remember, it is an open, but they are playing this on the handicap this year based on the amount of 23-goal teams that entered. Keep it even, keep it competitive, and so we're going to get our first whistle of the day as they come together right here. Group of players come together, and they're going to go ahead and move this one to the center. So a 3-goal lead here, Jan. Kaia looking to capitalize on his 3 goals early. I would think that would be their game plan. Come out, try to get a couple out, try to get by 5.
Absolutely. They are a very, very strong team. We saw that in the first 2 of our WPL tournaments, of course, are already done and dusted. And Richard Mille, who made it to the final of both of those tournaments, runners-up in the All-Star Challenge. That, of course, was the first of the WPL tournaments, and then runners-up also in the Founders Cup. So 2 down. Let's hope that for them, third time lucky, that they might make it not only through to the final, but possibly win it. I'm sure that will be on the agenda. Here we go then. Ball taken in from the number 2 from Lorene Zubiari. Sends a nice deep ball down the field. Picked up on the turn here by Del Carril. And he takes a shot on goal and just puts that one wide.
Yeah, just wide here. And Harold has been very strong with the number 4 on his back. And keep an eye on him when he runs through. We were talking about it. He's been sensational on 8 goals. Been a lot of fun watching him play this year in the World Polo League. One of our elder statesmen right here, Nacho Navijo Estrada. He'll command the team from the number 4 position. And he's been playing a very strong back. And, of course, the ambassador of Richard Mille wearing the number 3. It is going to be picked up here by the ambassador, Pablo
McDonough. Couple of nice first touches here in this opening chukker. We'll leave that one again for over on the far side, Nacho Navijo Estrada. Oh, a little cheeky steal there coming in from the number 4 from Hero de Carril. Umpire's clearly not happy with that. Our second whistle of the game.
Yeah, good shot of the World Polo League flags that are flying and the Grand Champions flag. And then, of course, the blowing to the west today. So these fields run east and west, 4 and 5. They run right along Lake Worth Road. So if you're new to the area or you want to come down to the games, remember the Grand Champions Polo Club right off of Lake Worth Road and South Shore Boulevard. Just take Lake Worth Road as far west as possible, a dead end right into South Shore, and you will see the World Polo League flags. Open goal penalty here on the reaching foul. Looks like Teo Kaia wearing the number 1 today. Teo. Nice to see Teo back here playing in the World Polo League. Playing for Richard Mille this Palm Beach Open. And it looks like it's going to be Tincho Merlos to do the honors here for the boys in the light blue jerseys.
And as to be expected, no mistake, they're getting the first score onto the score sheet here for Richard Mille. An open goal penalty 2, I believe that was. Yeah, it was a 2. Thank you very much. So Tincho Molos picking up, as I say, the first goal, clawing away at that, excuse me, at that advantage. As Dale was just saying, Kaia Polo coming in with 3 on handicap. Remember, they are a total of 23 goals. Richard Mille, as we've known in the last 2 tournaments, of 26 goals.
Huge back shot here by Nacho, and I think you're going to see a lot of this because Teo, he has been pulling the team. He likes to get out in front and run, and look at this pass by Teo. Oh, that's shot on goal. So 2 plays here. Nacho finding Teo, and they're opening this game up very quickly here. Richard Mille spreading out the Kaia Polo team on the knock-in.
Again, another nice, long, deep ball, looking to send it up to Tocalino. But once again, the 10-goaler coming in a little bit quicker. McDonough, he's got Nacho on his left. Now he's taking his time. There's a little lofted shot over to the far side again. And that's, I like this, Dale. They're using Teo Kaia from the beginning here. Very good first touch from him once more. Takes a shot. And that one just goes ever so slightly wide.
So they're going to line up for the knock-in. And looks like they're going to pick something off the field right there. Courtesy change. So that will bring us to our first courtesy change of the day. And as we said, we're kind of looking through there. As it looks like they went ahead, the Kaia Polo team kind of switched it up a little bit here. Looks like they're going to put Santi Tocalino at the number 4 position. As we were going through their lineups, remember, a new team with Larry Austin. So they'll go ahead and put Larry at the number 1, Hero de Carril at the number 2, Lorenzo Larry at the number 3, and Santi Tocalino at the number 4, which makes sense here. But, wow, I had Santi here in the studio, Yan, and here's a good shot of Larry Austin. Down, preparing for his courtesy change, getting on a fresh pony there, down in his camp. But, well, first time we saw Harold play, and he did play a great back, but I think Santi Tocalino, I like putting Harold and maybe put him in the front and then leaving Santi in the back. They'll lead and have Lorene in the middle. So just a little bit of a change in the way that they play, so we'll see how that gels here on the new Kaia Polo team for the Palm Beach Open. On the other side, Teo pulls the team, Tincho and Pablo. They are perfect in the middle, number 2 and number 3, because Nacho Naviz Estrada, he is one of our Secretary of the Defense players, and he does a great job shutting down the back door, and not that, but opening the game up quickly with the back shot. He doesn't mess around with it too much, and you can see that early as he used Teo early to pull the team. They are switching around on the knock-in, though. So here we go.
Yep.
So just using a true 4-player rotation in the black jerseys today for Kaia Polo, and we'll see what kind of game plan they use as the game goes on. Because remember, Santi Tocalino said you need to change your game plan minute by minute.
Yep.
Play by play.
Good call, and they're on the move once again here. Kaia Polo, nice long ball down the field, and that's just going to go ever so slightly out to the left-hand side. So Richard Mille, well, they got that first goal, that open goal penalty too from Tincho in the first half of this first chukker, but struggling at the moment to pick up their second goal. Kaia doing a very good job not only in keeping the back door firmly shut and not allowing Richard Mille to try and find a little gap. Maybe this time coming in on the left-hand side. Pablo McDonough, good first touch from him, takes that ball nicely over the halfway line. No one in to come and challenge him. Now maybe there came the hammer from Tocalino, who sends it back. Will that ball stay in play? No, I think it's just gone over the sideboard, so we will have a change of possession.
So you get a cop on the pitch right here in front of you. It's going to be right in front of our center cam, and that will be a possession play in favor of Nacho. Nacho Always in range. Remember, one of the biggest hitters. Look at this ball by Estrada. He's going to lay it right down in front. It might carry. It's got tail on the near side. Okay, Golazo. Richard Mille firing on all cylinders early here with a power polo play on the possession. And just a fabulous shot here by Nacho Navizo. Estrada, look at 130 in the air. Tail already on the move. Mallet's in the air. Tail stays on the near side. Yep. And a super finish by Mr. Kaia.
Yeah, well done indeed. That was textbook polo here. And as you can see, he already teed his mallet up there on the near side. Had a slight deflection, but he done enough work for it to go through. So cracking goal here by Tia, making it 2-3 now. Still in the first chukker with a little over a minute and a half to play.
Santi's going to get it moving forward here. And still trying to figure out the complete rotation as they are rotating complete everywhere with the black jerseys. I know Larry, he'll stay out in front and pull the team. Santi now, he'll spin it around, control, and it'll be Tocolino.
On the move, just trying to lose the other number 4 and a little touch, but only the slightest of touches. Somehow he managed to get that ball back, but I believe there was a whistle as he put his stick down there, just as Santi Tocolino was making his way through to goal. But let's just wait and see. This is the play. There he comes.
And they come together there on the meet. It's Tocolino. And it looks like they're going to get the open goal penalty too. So a little ride off behind the saddle there. A little racing and rubbing. Trying to run by him there. Catches him behind the saddle as he runs by. Just a little bad luck. As a very fast horse by Tocolino to get him out in front. Santi will do the honors for Kaia Polo on the 30-yarder. No problem.
No problem, absolutely. So, Kaia Polo picking up their first goal of the match. But those 2 goals by Richard Mille so far, Tincho Mellis and Teo Kaia, will very much put them in good stead. Still quite a bit of work to do. We are now coming to under 1 minute left to play here. I think we will get another throw-in by the time they get to the halfway line. Here we go then. You can see the clock there on your screen in the background. Ticking down. Ball is back in play. First touch. Nacho Navizo Estrada is going to be picked up straight away here by the number 2 in the black shirt. And that, of course, is Del Carril. Nice long ball down the field. Who will he play it to? Well, there he is again with the number 4, Santi Tocolino, to finish that pass, and he just put that one wide.
Oh, man, I know Santi would love to have that one back here because it's going to end the chukker, but they win the bowl in after the penalty shot, and yeah, that'll click it down here, so that's going to end our first chukker player, but oh, man, I know Tocolino would love to have that one back. That would just be so perfect to end the chukker with another goal with the 3-goal handicap. So here we go. We got Kaia Polo going against Richard Mille in our first game of the Palm Beach Open. And we'll be right back here on CTV Sports.
Happy to be back in town, playing with the best teams, best boys, and, on the best fields.
So we're going to start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
The Taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
CTV Sports. A good shot of Nacho Naviza Estrada there, number 4 for the Richard Mille team. And Jan Erik Frank. Well, let's go through the players one more time. We changed. Some of the teams have changed.
Yep.
Here for the World Polo League Palm Beach Open. Remember, it's usually played on the Open, but based on the number 23 goal teams to keep the field level, they're going to go and play the handicap this year. And let's meet the team one more time here in our second chukker.
Absolutely. So then, Kaia Polo, they are the team in the black shirts, and they'll, of course, by Larry Austin at number 1. At number 2, Heredic Carril, the 8-goaler. At number 3, the 7-goaler, Lorenzo Biari. And at number 4, the second 8-goaler, Santi Toccolina, the man who's on the ball as I speak. Richard Mille in the pale blue shirts. At number 1, Teo Kaia, scoring a cracking first goal in that first chukker. Tincho Mose at number 2, the 7-goaler, also picking up his first open goal penalty too. And then, of course, Pablo McDonough at number 3, where we are used to seeing him off 10 goals, and Nacho Naviza Estrada, the man at number 4, playing off 8 goals, and he was the man who provided that perfect pass for Teo Kaia to pick up his first goal of the match. And now on the move once again. Well, there was a shot on goal by Larry Austin, but luckily for him, Heredic Carril backed him up beautifully and picks up his first goal of the match.
Yeah, it's going to start with Lorenzo Biari, who's hammered one down there, and Larry in a good spot. He actually was in such a good spot that Pablo had to reach out and make a hook on him, couldn't make a play on the ball, and then that ball just sat there like a beach ball, and Del Carrillo came flying through to add to their 3-goal handicap. Remember, they came in 23 goals against 26 today. So look at this. They're back to the 3-goal handicap here in the second chukker.
And away we go, and that's a nice little run once again coming through. No, not holding back. Santi Toccolina just slightly overcooked that one a little bit now than McDonough. Taking his time, 2 little touches, balls over the halfway line. Once again, looking for Teo Kaia. The backhander there by Austin didn't get the piece of that he wanted. And look at this, on the move again. Teo Kaia, well, he tasted blood by scoring that first goal in the opening chukker. Now, of course, wants to get another one. The attack stopping there. Kaia Polo, and remember, Dale, we've seen this Kaia Polo team who, of course, are making their debut at the WPL this year in the first 2 tournaments. Very, very, very strong. And, again, a contender, as far as I'm concerned, that could go all the way to the final. Nacho Naviza Estrada, and that ball just went over the back line. So, again, a very, very fast pace here early on in the second chukker.
Yeah, no, wide open here. Field 5, they are rolling early. They came out moving the ball quickly, both teams, and it showed with the Richard Mille team. We saw some big power polo plays. Actually, Tincho and Pablo were just watching the ball go over their heads as Nacho was just hitting the ball to Teo. Teo was pulling the team like a good team should. And that center is going to get very strong as this tournament goes on, because Tincho and Pablo know each other very well.
So that ball, as I say, just going over the back line, just waiting for the umpire to release play, i.e. call play, to then see what looks like Heredic Carril to get things underway. Still a good 4 minutes left to play here in the second chukker. And remember, and Dale, I tell you, I love that so much when we have, especially at the 26th goal, the stats that come in, of course, at halftime and again at the end of the match. So make sure you stick around for that. Now let's go back to the action and watch Pablo McDonough try and do something here. Well, he'll leave that one. An open goal shot there for the number 4. Oh, he put that one wide. Well,
Ooh, bad luck there. Yeah, because Nacho, that's his spot. I mean, anything from Nacho 100 in, he is going to smoke the ball. So just a little bit off there. It looked like he had a clean look at the goal.
Yeah.
And then this is interesting. The way they're rotating around on the knock-in, it does look to be as if Santi is playing the back, but they seem to have Del Carrillo taking the knock-in. So different looks here by the Kaia Polo team, keeping everybody, maybe making the other team, making them adjust differently on who they defend.
Well, not only that, Dale, but if you've noticed that Richard Mille are standing very, very deep, making it very hard at the moment here for Kaia Polo to get out of their own half. Eventually, they managed to, but I like this strategy. Come and hit them early. Now over on the far side, once again with the number 2 coming in is Tincho Merlos. Now he's left that for McDonough. Merlos will take care of business with Santi Toccolino. There's a lofted shot back up to the halfway line. Nacho is waiting. He had to be careful. He had a man coming across. That was Larry Austin. Not able to control that ball. Coming down the line is McDonough. Straight into your living room there. Picked up now by the number 2. Del Carril, and he saw that going up was the number 3, Larin Zubiauri, but he's immediately got 2 Richard Mille defenders right on him there.
Love the one-touch polo by both teams there. It's fun to watch when the ball moves so quickly. Together they'll come here, and it's going to be turned around and slowed down by Pablo. Santi will have to give one play. Tincho tried to come over and help. Bounces off a player, off one of the 4-legged athletes, and it'll be Pablo.
McDonough, once again, he knew he had Tincho behind him. Teed that one up very nicely. Tincho with a chance to take a long ball up to the front. McDonough on the rotation. One set back. Couldn't make control of it. And we have a whistle.
Well, that'll bring us to our courtesy change here. And with just under 3 minutes, it's 2:27, right around the center, right about halfway through. And but very fast open polo. Jan, you got some news for us over there?
I do indeed. I'm very delighted to announce that if you are in the area, of course, and what a great area it is to be here in Wellington. If you're on the local viewing area, of course, then starting as of today, why don't you head over? I know that you and I have been there already.
We've been there. We love it.
Why don't you head over to Buffalo Wild Wings? You'll be able to watch all the CTV action and all the polo matches that, of course, are being shown on CTV live at Buffalo Wings. So whilst enjoying some wings, a burger, and maybe a cup of iced tea, you can watch now, which is great to have this partnership with Buffalo Wild Wings right here in Wellington.
Yeah, we applaud that. And take some videos. Send it over to us because that's one of our favorite spots to go eat wings, have a lot of fun there, watch sports, and now the World Polo League showcasing there. So that's very, very cool. We love that. It's a lot of fun. All right, looks like we got everybody on some fresh ponies here. And, Jan, we have 2 brackets.
Yep.
Here in the Palm Beach Open. 4 teams in each bracket. Very competitive World Polo League here on its 5th season.
Indeed, we do. And, of course, tomorrow we have, today's the first match, as Dale mentioned earlier. Tomorrow we continue with the World Polo League with Group A. As Dale was saying, we have 2 groups. Group A tomorrow, let's just quickly give you an idea of who the teams are. Brookshire, of course, Audi, Santa Rita, Trenquelauken, and Casablanca. So a very, very tough group if you're in that. Brookshire with Scott Wood, Pepe Vecellino, Gonzalito Pierres, Alejandro Novillo Estrada. Audi, as we know, winners of the Founders Cup. Mark Ganzi, Hector Castagnola, Nick Roldan, and Fred Mannix. We'll come to the other 2 teams in just a moment because we have an open goal penalty here for Richard Mille, taken and executed beautifully by Tincho Merlos.
Yeah, Tincho's so solid on his penalty shots. And Tincho, he's solid from everywhere. I remember, a year ago, 2 years ago, at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, Tincho Merlos was 100% on everything, his 60s, his 40s, his 30s. He's a very skilled penalty shooter. And we haven't seen a 60 taken yet, and you got Nacho and also Pablo, so we'll see how they decide to mix it up. But they have a tremendous amount of power from the penalty line here for the Palm Beach Open.
Now, having said that, Dale, for those of you who have only just tuned into the WPL, the Palm Beach Open, similar or like the Founders Cup, also has a 2-point opportunity. So meaning if you can score or hit the ball from where the ball has to be at least just behind the halfway line, if you can score from there, you will receive 2 points. And we hadn't seen one of those in the Founders Cup, and we're very much hoping here to see, and you just mentioned some of those names, some of those candidates who are very much able and capable of scoring a 2-pointer, hoping to see the first here now in the Palm Beach Open.
Oh, look at this shot right here. This is another reason why they put that 2-pointer in, is this is just a unbelievable shot from Santi Toccolino, and he's going to be one of the guys that could get one here. I talked to Santi. He loved the idea. when he was here. He said it opens the game up, and to have the opportunity to get 2 points out of it. But look at this ball. He's about 20 yards from center. Let's see how far this ball goes by. It's got to roll in by itself. Remember, it can't touch anything. But look at this ball's going to roll a good 10, 20 by, 10 yards deep. So right there, Tocolino in the right area to tee one up. So we might see a 5 go, but I think we're going to see one here in the Palm Beach Open.
I very much hope so, and I'm hoping we'll see a few of those, but that really was very close. And again, the technique on that shot, absolutely formidable. Little backhander there from Pablo McDonough, but Kaia, Polo, and you can literally feel the fight that that they're coming into this game with. They want to make a dent and make a name for themselves in this tournament there. Once again, a long distance shot there out of maybe 40, 45 yards, just going wide. And that
it's going to end the chucker here,
Yep.
I believe, Yan. And this is going to be good. This will work well for the Richard Mille team. They'll end down, but they're going to get possession. So when we return for our third chucker play, we will have a possession here for Richard Mille on the knock-in. So stay with us here on CTV Sports.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And, of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
Third chucker action, Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 5, World Polo League Palm Beach Open.
Yep, and well, some very, very interesting 2 chuckers that we've seen. The first chucker, 2-1 in favor of Richard Mille, getting off to a very good start. A fantastic goal by Teo Kaia and Tincho Merlos, converting his open goal penalty to Tocolino for Kaia Polo doing the same. But then it was the old switcheroo. Kaia Polo picking up 2 goals in chucker number 2 and only 1 goal, the same as before by Tincho Merlos, picking up another penalty too, and that is how they left the field 6-3. So as you said, Dale, that 3-goal advantage, remember, given to Kaia Polo, restored, but play will resume where that last chucker ended just a few seconds ago.
Yeah, it looked like Richard Mille started out perfect, knocked down 2 quickly, and it looked like they were going to just keep it, and then a great finish by Kaia Polo. And Kaia Polo, a new team, both teams, new players playing together. They've been practicing, all of them. So getting the gel in as the tournament speeds up is always another deal. And this guy has been phenomenal as he gets out in front. He'll leave that one behind Zuberi, and it's going to be picked up and crushed again here as, man, Tocolino hitting the ball cleanly. And along with Nacho, everybody dialed in early.
Yeah, that ball picked up very quickly there on the outside by the number 2, Tincho Merlos, working it nicely. He's got Nacho on the rotation. He's going up. There's a little snapshot out to the right to Pablo McDonough. Again, One-touch Polo, and they're reading the plays very, very quickly here, but that's what we've come to expect, and we're very much used to at the WPL. A little under the neck shot there, a little bit too short for Kaia, who got himself there right into that danger zone. Once again, picked up this time by the number 3, Zubiari. Now then, he will try and clear that ball. He's got a man out on his left-hand side. Will that stay in play? Yeah, plenty of space. Kaia Polo on the move. A little bit of trickery there. Now then, De Carril. He will send it across the field, feeding that ball to Santi. Santi with, again, one touch straight down the middle. He was looking for Lorin Zubiari, but he read it well. Man with the number 2 in the shirt, Tincho Molos, and you touched on him a few minutes ago, Dale, an all-rounder and also a hilariously funny guy.
No, he's awesome. And he's worked so hard on the polo field. You know, you don't see a lot of that he does outside the play, Lorin, but here you're seeing him on the Kaia Polo team as great passing here from Larry, Lorin, Santiago, and Haro early. This ball's going to change. And then we get a whistle on the play. So it looked like that ball came across. And remember, each team has a challenge, and both teams still have challenges to use here in the third chukker. So we'll see what the Mount officials are going to talk this one out, and we'll check in with our IRO, instant replay official. Now remember, you do have the triggers also that we use, and the trigger. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and have a trigger here, third man call.
Okay.
And this when both umpires on the field disagree, they can go to our IRO, instant replay official, Mr. Steve Lane. And he actually has a iPad that is in real-time technology that we've been working here on CTV Sports. And so he can see all the plays in real time and no foul on the play.
Okay.
I think it's a great call. Looked like a lot of distance, a lot of space between Haro. Here's another play, though, as they slow it down and the whistle will blow. This one's going to be an open goal penalty 3. We'll see if they decide to challenge or not. Having a discussion there, Tincho and the Mount official. So they'll go ahead and they might go ahead and use it. Remember, both teams have saved their challenge for the third chukker, risk-reward matrix. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I know you are. And this would
but
be...
a very clean first two chukkers. You really didn't need anything. Wow.
No.
I mean, it's just been very just wide open running. Both teams playing very clean here in the first 2 chukkers. All right, Duckery. No problem there. Wow, man, he hits the ball so hard.
Yeah.
You know, when you see him hit it, and then it just goes like a bullet. We noticed it in the All-Star Challenge and in the Founders Cup, just how strong he really is at 8 goals.
Yeah, and his technique, of course, but what he does, which most of these guys do, but he's a very good example, is that follow-through, keeping your head down that split second longer, following through, and incredible power, a lot of technique, letting the pendulum of the mallet do the work for you, and he's got that down to a T.
Yeah, a good thing here, too, they're mixing it up. Tocolino took the penalty 2 in the first chukker, and now Del Carril taking the penalty 3 in the third. So they're mixing it up well here, the Kaia Polo team.
Well, Kaia Polo team, not only are they in the lead, but they're in the lead by 4 goals. First time now in this game, and as I said, you can literally feel the hunger for this team. Larry Austin, Haro de Carril, Lorin Zubiari, and Santi Tocolino. They really want to leave a mark and an impression. Well, they did that already in the first 2 tournaments. And Richard Mille, as I said, you know, runners-up in the first 2. They were both in the final on both occasions. They will be looking to hopefully break that spell and not only make it through to the final, but hopefully
this
win
ball's going to go like this. He's going to come like this, and you got Del Carril going like that. And that's where you're going to get the penalty there. Great little play here by Pablo. Just that's a captain play. That's why he is the maestro. Turns that ball up quickly to the left side, right up on him. He's looking right at him. He needs to give him one play there, and he knows it. And if he doesn't give him one play, he's going to get the option at the ball here. Now it's where she is. Do you move that ball or you keep it at the 60? Everyone at a standstill, no one going anywhere, so they can check the field, see if anybody was open. They decide to keep it from the spot. So penalty 5A. But again, Nacho always in range, anywhere from 150 in. Estrada, big hitter, number 4.
Decides to tap it, wants to get a little bit closer, a little bit more central. We'll leave that one for Tincho. Tincho, a deflection. He wanted to send that out to the left-hand side. Nice open pickup, a nice backhand from Zubiari, and he saw on the move was Del Carril. Del Carril will pick it up literally just over that halfway line. Well, he tried to, didn't get a clean touch as it's turned around once again here by Richard Mille. This time, the number 3, Pablo McDonough, sends that straight down the field, looking once again for Teo Kaia. Oh, unlucky Teo. He would have normally put that away in his sleep. But Richard Mille still have possession. Little backhand shot. No one there to pick it up. It'll be left for Toccolino.
Santi is there. Everybody going forward, and that's what he wants because he hits the big ball. Del Carrillo looking for Pablo, and Zubieri is just going to drop the hammer, keep the wheels rolling. Zubieri, and Lorene Zubieri, the faster he goes, the better it is. He loves the speed. And this is a power polo play once again. They just line out very well, the Kaia polo team. And looked like Zubieri got it in front. That's going to take us to our courtesy change. Our final courtesy change of the first half. Remember, both teams still have challenges here if they need them for the final 3 minutes here in this first half of our Palm Beach Open, first game of the Palm Beach Open. Looked like Zubieri, it looked like Santi hit that ball pretty much down the field there. He had some players riding across. But it looked like the ball, lesser angle, was actually going more up and down the field. And so big run there. But Zubieri, once Lorene gets out in front, man, he has been another player that you need to be careful of because he gets in a comfort zone, and the faster it goes, he's just a very comfortable player at the top speeds. When I say top speeds, I'm talking 32 to 36 miles an hour. So 3:13 on the clock. 8-3, very strong half here by Kaia Polo.
Very strong indeed, and they're extending their lead. As you just said, 8-3 now then. We've got a good 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes left on the clock here in the first half. Remember, the stats will be coming up, of course, on your screen right after this chukker. And Richard Mille, well, they're going to be having to adjust something in that halftime break chat because at the moment, as you said, Kaia Polo are dominating this first game of the Palm Beach Open.
Yeah, they've had opportunities, though. We'll see those on the stats. The numbers don't lie. You know, I don't think it's bad, really, as you would think, even though the Kaia Polo team has been playing very well together, passing the ball well. I think just higher percentages shooting at goal because the Richard Mille team has had opportunities on both sides. On the far side, they'll take this one down, working it well down on the boards. They're going to shoot this one, off the post, all the way across. And here comes Richard Mille. Well done, Teo.
Yeah, ball still in play. Nicely picked up now then. A good 2 minutes left on the clock. They turn it around. Nice open flowing polo here. McDonough has to slam on the brakes. Taking the pace out just a little bit. He's got all his attackers going up. A little lap of honor around the outside. There's an appeal, but still McDonough. Here comes the long distance shot on goal, a deflection. Nacho Estrada, and yeah, we have a whistle on that play.
That'll stop it there. But you see that Kaia Polo's doing a great job on shutting them down when they get the breakaway play. Pablo goes to the control play. Whoa, they come together right there. And they'll see which player was not. They're going to take a look at it. And it might have changed here, so they're going to go ahead and take a look at all the different angles and slow this one down. You know, a new team's playing this year, yeah?
Absolutely. I was in the middle of going through the two teams in the two brackets earlier. Let me just quickly finish on bracket one. And, of course, we already mentioned Brookshire and Audi, Santa Rita, Trenca-Lauken, with Melissa Ganzi, Lucas James, Juan Martin Zibira, and Juan Martin Nera. Casablanca, winners of the All-Star Challenge, of course, Grant Ganzi, Jesse Bray, Bata Castagnola, and Tamacho Pierres. But the two new teams that you mentioned there, Dale, Global Port, a 24-goal team, and Dead End. And Global Port, like I said, making their debut, features this team. Mickey Romero, that's the man who owns this team. Global Port features 10-goaler Polito Pierres, Sapo Cassette, and 4-goaler Antonio Garcia and Evan White Juniors. Includes, well, that is the team. And Romero, a Filipino businessman, philanthropist, and sportsman, born in Manila in the Philippines, captains the Philippine polo team and founded the Philippine National Federation of Polo Players. Polo has been played in the Philippines since the early 1900s and is the first country in Southeast Asia to have taken up the sport. In an interview, the Philippine star Romero said, "I would play in different polo clubs in Pattaya and in Bangkok, in Thailand, but also in Chicago and in California in the US. He also learned by watching the best 10-goal players like Cambiasso and Pierres in several games in the UK, in London or in Berkshire, Dubai and Argentina."
Yeah, it's nice to have Mickey here with the Global Port team. And so good luck, Mickey. And he's got a great team with him. It's going to be fun watching Sapo and Polito play together with, of course, Anthony Garcia on 4 goals. We're going to go against the Kaia Polo team here on a penalty 5A. And look at this, man. McDonough is just going to tee it up and drive it. And this is where I wasn't exactly sure who would go ahead and hit these because they all can hit the ball very well. But it's going to be McDonough to do the honors from the penalty 5A from about 80 yards out, 80, 90 yards out. So we'll check that and make sure it wasn't Tincho, but I'm sure it was McDonough. Yeah, we'll take a look at it as they all mix it up. But a great shot there. And another one that, they're getting ready for. It was Tincho. So Tincho, I apologize. Tincho did. So Tincho Merlos, and I told you earlier, he is great at all the shots, not just the short ones, but the long ones. He's got a great swing, man. He just hits the ball clean, and that right there. Got a couple plays right here. You got a quick line change. No call on the play, so you got a non-call on the breakaway here, but well played by Estrada. He'll back that one up. He's got Pablo. Let's see if they can get another one here before the end of the third chuck. Whoa! They come together right there, and Pablo's going to catch a horse's head in his lap right there.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah, and that can be tough, so we'll make sure he's okay. But watch, he spins this one around, and this is where Pablo's so strong with the ball. And right there, Zubier is just going to come in, catch him uneven. But good sportsmanship there as everybody riding together. They all got smiles on their faces, talking to each other. Now that play, we'll see exactly where they were. 48 seconds on the clock, so they will get an opportunity. Go ahead and take this one down. They're going to get a goal shot penalty out of this, I would think, because of the contact. So your spot, you had a spot, then you had center, but they'll probably move this to a 60. So, and you might get a little more out of it, but I think you are going to get to 60. And, well, that's all you could ask for if you were, you just had Tincho hit one from 80.
Yep.
Okay, so they're even going to give the extra. They're going to move it to the 3 on the danger.
Okay.
So that's going to give them a little bit of an advantage. And, well, that'll put them right back where they started.
Yep, exactly.
And for Richard Mille, that is a blessing in disguise because they have come alive here at the end of the third chukker, Yan, to score 3 goals to get it back to a 3-goal game. Otherwise, Kaia Polo was very strong in the first 2 chukkers. Tincho, once again, he's been awesome. And Tincho, no problem. Oh, he scared me.
Just teasing us a little bit there, Dale.
Teasing us.
Just teasing us.
Yeah.
So, 2 back-to-back goals here, 4 and a 3 by Tincho Merlis, and as you said, brings them right back into this game. I doubt very much they're going to make it to the halfway line, and with that will conclude the end of the first Chukka. So 2-1 in favor of Richard Mille in the first, 2-1 in favor of Kaia Polo in the second, but in the third Chukka, 2 goals apiece. All to play for. Remember, coming up any moment now will be your halftime stats.
Let's check the numbers. That's what we do here at CTV Sports. And there they are, 8-5. Shots on goal. I figured it'd be close like this, 10-9. Knock-ins, that's where I was wondering. And it seemed like that during the game. I guess it was just that close, 4-5. And then the throw-ins, well, few throw-ins won by the Kaia Polo team, but not that many. Very close still with 4 and 7. And then fouls committed. Both teams doing a great job. We thought it was a very clean half. 3 by the Richard Mille team, 5 by Kaia Polo. And, 4 penalties scored, though, here by the Richard Mille team. Because remember, one of those penalties from Richard Mille was a 5A. So Tincho hitting one from 80. Well done. Good shot there, Santi Tocolino. We're going to go to a little halftime break here at CTV Sports, and we'll be back for your second half of the 2023 World Polo League Palm Beach Open.
My name is Augustine Malman. I am a chef. I trained with my uncle in Argentina in several restaurants, and now I travel the world creating unique experiences, all cooked with fire. For this event, we came from California. My team and I had some previous events there, and we traveled with my wood oven trailer and all of our grills from Santa Barbara, California. Well, when we got here, we always arrive about a week prior to the event. There's several things that we order from out of town, like the firewood. We make reservations of all of the rental items, kitchen equipment, anything we need prior to our arrival is already reserved. And then once we arrive into town, we'll source out whatever products are on the menu, like fish, red meats, fruit, vegetable, anything that we need specifically for that menu that we chose. We will source it once we get in town. My team is everything. I mean, I always tell them and to my clients, without a good team, you can't execute these kind of dinners. It takes a lot more work than what people see when they show up to the events. It takes, like I said, sometimes weeks to prepare for an event like this because we're traveling from out of town, so we have to source everything we're not familiar with. The new barn is, we're here. This is the first dinner we're doing here, so we're very excited to be here. It's amazing. It's a great place to be, and it has this inner courtyard, which is amazing to do dinners, with a special area back here behind me to do all of our grilling and the fire showcase. So it's great to be here. It's a beautiful place. Very different being up in the mountains, but I feel with Melissa and Mark and all the events we do together, I feel like it's home. We've been cooking for them for about 4 or 5 years now. But as far as showcasing what we want to showcase and being in an incredible place like Aspen Valley Polo Club, that's no difference to Wellington. It's a beautiful place up here. It's going to be a 4-course seated meal. As the first course, we have a halloumi cheese that we sear on our fire plancha with shrimp, pine nut gremolata sauce on top. The second course seated will be a roasted beetroot salad with goat cheese and arugula, lemon zest and olive oil. And then the main course tonight will be a mashed potato, sweet potato puree with skirt steak and chimichurri sauce. My name is Augustine Malman, and we are in Aspen Valley Polo Club, one of the most beautiful places to do an outdoor fire dinner experience.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novillo Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novillo Estrada. I made goals and here back in Aspen.
This is a championship meet. All the best jockeys in the world are here, and I'm excited to ride against them. And you get to watch some really incredible, talented athletes out there.
To us, it's a place to be in the winter.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the racing.
The palm trees, the beach is right here. The horse racing is some of the best in the country.
A lot of good horses come out of here. And if you want to go to the next level, Gulfstream Park was the place to come.
I remember the first time I came to Gulfstream, it was like this big fairy tale place. All the history. And all these great horses, trainers, jockeys. It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
We were excited to start. The field was amazing. We knew that it was a really tough team that we had against. Mark always puts a really strong team in the field, and it was Gilberto's first game, tournament, and everything. So happy that he did good. I used to play a lot with Pablo when I was younger. We were cousins, and we played a lot of kids tournament together until we played the Open together. Then a few years we play against each other. And now, we had the opportunity to play back again, and it feels really good. Have a lot of connection, and with Alejandro, I played last year here with Melissa. He's a great defender, a great back. He plays really simple. He understands the game really good, so he makes things simple. And Gilberto, I think he had a really good game. Yeah, I think yes. Well, this is a single elimination tournament, so winning today was keeping one foot in the tournament, so it was really nice now that we have another game in the weekend to keep playing, and yes, a lot of fun.
Good afternoon and welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan-Erik Frank.
And we are live here at the CTV studios in Wellington, Florida, and we are bringing you this broadcast from the Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 5, 2023 World Polo League Palm Beach Open, second half action, Jan.
Indeed, and the first half, if you've missed it, well, you have missed a very, very exciting first half. Kaia, Polo, of course, making their debut to the WPL in this, the 5th season, with Larry Austin, Herode Carril, Lorene Zubiari and Santi Toccolina, a 23-goal team. They were given 3 goals on handicap as they entered this opening match. Richard Mille, remember, runners-up in the Founders Cup and also runners-up in the All-Star Challenge. So a two-time silver medalist, if you will, with Teo Kaia scoring a cracking goal in that first chukker. Then at number 2, we have Tincho Merlos, and he scored all other 4 goals, which is how they left the field, 8-5. Pablo McDonough, the 10-goal at number 3, and Nacho Novillo Estrada at 4, the man on the ball as we resume the action here in chukker number 4, the first of our second half.
As they come around here on the bowlines, they'll be right in front of you for the rest of the second half here. And remember, Kaia in the dark jerseys, Richard Mille in there, powder blue. The blue Picked up here, taken by Del Carrillo. And these guys been going at it right here. It's been fun to watch Del Carrillo and Pablo McDonough work it out today. Not much space on the polo field to get away from both teams, Jan. Both teams very strong on the defensive side of the stick. This guy's been great, too. Also, right here, picked up now by Estrada. Nacho, good ball control. He's going to take it into the corner, try to move it into the corner, leave it behind, take it by Del Carrillo.
Yeah, and he's immediately got a man on the 10-goaler, beg your pardon, the 7-goaler, Tincho Merlos. Now the ball going up, and there is that 10-goaler. He will hammer it back on the near side with a backhander. He's found Nacho. New line created as the ball comes off the sideboards. Down the boards it goes in the hope that it might just find Tincho. But once again, a solid play there by Larry Austin. And both of these teams really not giving each other much room to work in. And this is what makes all these games so exciting.
Amazing. Defense wins championships. And it has been every team has worked hard off the defensive side of the stick. Big back shot there. Everybody running and gunning. And Mallett's in there right there. Pablo's going to slap the back shot here. This ball's going to go across the field like this. And then you have one player coming like that. And it looked like the distance was closing very tight there to Tincho. Making sure that window was closing between the two players. If the black player can get out of there with that window open, he's off to the races. You know how they do it here in the World Polo League. So good call here by the mountain officials. Now, ball placement. And Tincho headed downfield. Now, remember, Kaia, he loves to pull the team. He's already scored up in front, had opportunity at a couple goals. And so they'll probably move this ball down because Teo is always out front, ready for a pass. So, and if I don't know what the rotation was there with Larry. Larry did a good job in the first half rotating and picking him up, but Teo did get away a few times, escaped the defensive pressure of Kaia Polo to get opportunities at the goal. And they are going to take this one down for a 60-yard shot. So, Tincho once again, or Pablo, we'll see. Tincho's been the man. They're talking about it. I'd keep it with the Tincho.
So would I. Very
Tincho has been good, man. When he made the one from 80, that's a great confidence builder. He made a 5A in the first half. Got to get with Tincho and figure out his system because his system on hitting penalty shots is a higher level. Here's Merlos.
Intercepted. Didn't have as much power and not the height that he might have liked.
Now, Augustine didn't hit that one as clean as he usually does. Looked like he was a little ahead of it.
Yeah.
You know, like hit it a little bit earlier. A little early.
Well, this will be a chance now here for the boys in black here to try and turn things around. But Tincho, of course, wants to redeem himself. Picks that ball up literally on the halfway line. Plays it over into the open space. Nacho coming in to lend him, to support him, to keep his back door firmly without anybody coming down that line. Little backhand shot there from Tocalino. Trying to send it up to Zubieri. Now then, Tincho once again on the ball. Yeah, slightly topped that ball. McDonough too far away to pick it up. Here now the drive. And you can see Tincho coming back very quickly here in defense as Larry Austin was chasing that ball. So as you said, Dale, both of these teams working the rotation very well. Tincho again has a little look up who he can play it to.
It's almost Tincho's moved into the 3 position a little bit. It looks like it might be sending Pablo forward a little bit more with Teo, and there he is. Yeah, there's a give and go for Pablo, and this is going to work out. Once, twice, 3 times the lady. Well done. So a little bit of a change here by the Richard Mille team. As you can see, the Nacho had rotated back into the number 3 position. Tincho was in the number 4 position, and they line out well. And look at Teo, all by himself in the rumble seat there if needed.
Cracking play. Once again, a good play. And look at the composure there on the face of Pablo McDonough. Just puts his mallet down, lets the momentum of that pass that he got from Tincha do all the work. Just made sure he steered it in. Nothing much Del Carril could do on that play.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pablo going forward a lot. We don't see, sometimes he'll stay in the back, and he works it so well there, the maestro. You know, he does such a great job controlling the team. But when he goes forward with so much power, his horsepower. And we saw that with Richard Mille. And here's a good shot of Pablo.
Flying horse
Jumping
change.
horse to horse.
Yep.
We had a great opportunity. His son Milo got to play in the World Polo League. And we're going to have to get some stats on that because we've had some young players playing the Polo League. He might be the youngest to ever play. We got to check that out, though, because we've had a few other younger players, young polo stars, play in the World Polo League. So we're going to run some stats on that for you because Milo did a fabulous job coming in. 5 goals he scored in one in their semi-final. And remember, they had injuries. And I hope all the players are fine now.
Yep.
But they should be. I know Alejandro was coming off a leg. And Gilberto had a jockey muscle, which is tough. So big shout to Gilberto. It was nice having Gilberto playing for the Richard Mille team in the Founders Cup.
Here we go, back to the action. And with the number 3, a nice long ball. Is it straight? It has a bounce, but it just goes wide. And as you can see, Kaia Polo still, but only just in the lead. Richard Mille, they've clearly made the most of that halftime chat because they've come out. And as you said, Dale, with Pablo McDonald now going forward and Tincha staying more in that number 3 position, clearly that seems to be the strategy, and it's working well for them here in the second chukker so far.
Yeah, they're mixing it up well. You know, I think just mixing it up because that's one thing we noticed with Kaia today. They are playing like a hockey team. They're just flowing around the field, and whoever's in that position, just play it. They have not designated any numbers. Even Larry is on the move, up in front, in the back, picked up here and controlled, and say goodbye, Santi. Tocolino. This one's going to be from center. Remember the 2-point play. If it's hit behind the center line, and it goes through the goal without another player touching it, it will be worth 2 points. Oh, look at this. Big ball by Tocolino. But that ball gets moved along by Zubieri. And Lorene just going to lay it up in there. And that just looked like a pass to Harrow that just carried right through.
Yeah, cracking goal. Look at that ball. Just finding its way there. So another cracking goal here by Tocolino.
Put him back to the 3-goal lead. Controlled, and it'll be the ambassador.
McDonough. Well, that didn't really quite have the length that he was hoping for. So look at that tripod there of 3 players of Kaia Polo. And it's working well so far. Once again now, Zubieri. Lorene surrounded by 2 defenders. He's got Pablo in front and Nacho behind him. Now just holding off before he takes that shot. Again, slightly topped that ball. Nacho will be the first man on it. He couldn't control it. Left behind for Del Carril, and he's a big hitter, as we know. And where's that ball going to go? Well, the finishing touch coming by Lorene Zubieri, but I'd like to see whether or not that ball actually already gone through by Del Carril.
Well, this is that ball might have carried by itself, but Lorene Zubieri actually started that play. You know, he made a hustle play on Nacho, and it was just a good play. Nacho was there for the back shot, but Lorene made a hook on Nacho that made a neutral play, and then that lines everybody back up. Bad luck here. Teo was in a good spot, but it looked like it landed there where you got to go inside the post or outside. So he kind of got stuck there a little bit. But good rotation by Teo Kaia to close the back door down. But once again, Lorene will pick up his 2nd goal in this chukker.
And that has put Kaia Polo into double figures, Dale. So that 4-goal advantage restored. So what looked like could have been the strategy that could have cracked this very, very strongly playing Kaia Polo team by Richard Mille so far is not really paying the dividends that they were hoping, and they're on the move again over on the far side. All 3 players from Kaia Polo, just keeping the pressure on, and that's exactly what they do. They're playing power polo with a lot of pressure.
They're moving in a pack, right?
Yeah.
They move around the field. There's like 4 black jerseys, boom, boom, boom. And it can be a little tough to handle here, but the Richard Mille pressing, picked up here and moved along, letting them play. I like the umpires' non-calls here, just letting them roll, keeping the distances very consistent. That's what they're looking for. But another shot on goal here. Is Zubair going to get a hat trick?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, he rushed it a little bit. It was a mistake. Yeah, the backhand didn't go clean. There was a bit of a mistake there. But had he taken, I think, a second or more time, he would have put that through. That brings us to the end of Chukka number 4. 2-1 in favor of Kaia Polo. The overall score then 10-6. You don't want to miss the remaining 2 Chukkas when we come back. Right here, stay with us on CTV Sports.
The World Polo League, a new breed of polo.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pieres.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pieres.
I'm Alejandro Novillo Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novillo Estrada. I made goals and here back in Aspen.
Fifth chucker action. Good shot there of Nacho Novillo Estrada. Beautiful looking 4-legged athlete here on the gray pony. They're starting to knock in Richard Mille. And 4-goal difference here. Kaia Polo keeping that 1-goal advantage with their 3-goal handicap. And they come together here. Zubair, he's always got a smile on his face. As you said, that guy's a fun guy off the field, you say. They get a hard ride off there with Nacho. And he's just going to ride by, give him a shout there. They're going to go ahead and move it. A little off speed. One player moving at one speed, one moving at the other. Remember, you got to be at the same relative speed. Take it to the center. Don't need to move it any further. And see if they can get one here. Nacho. Now, I told you, Nacho and Nick, my 2 biggest hitters in Aspen. They say the elevation makes a difference.
Yeah.
What do you think?
To a degree, yeah.
Okay, they're playing like 6,500 feet.
Right.
You know? And they say it makes a difference, but I've seen both of them make them for 160 yards.
Really?
Yeah. So let's see what he's got. There's the big one. That's a big one. This way might go. Come on. Get up in there. Oh, man. Good defense.
And it was straight, though. It was super straight.
That ball at eyes, it was rolling. Good hit by Nacho. Around the corner here as they come together. Little help from Tincho, working hard with the man, not just with the ball today. Tincho doing everything, and they're going to find Pablo.
Yeah, and that could have done with a 2-pointer now. Then Pablo McDonough, I'm sure he'd be happy with just picking up 1 point. McDonough on the move here, straight through all those black shirts here. He needs to be careful. The man with the number 3 there, Zubiari.
Yeah, you get the blocking foul here. Remember, anytime 2 horses come together like that, they're going to go to shut it down. Watch right here. Pablo comes together, boom. Zubiari moves from left to right. Pablo's got control of the ball. Player fouling the ball, has the right of way over player moving towards the ball. Textbook foul, just on the blocking. Lorene a little bit too far over to his right. Needs to leave a little more of a gap there. From the spot or the 30, Tincho says, I'll go for the spot on this one. So from about 15 yards out, 12 yards out, looks like there, on a 30-yard shot from the center if he would like, but he says, no, let's go from the side. Not a bad angle. Tincho. Augustine. Tincho Merlos. Well,
picking up his 5th goal, Dale.
100% from the penalty line.
100%.
And remember the 5A.
Yeah. How could I forget?
He's going to remind us of it. That's why I said it, because Augustine, you're like, Dale, you got to give me love on the penalty 5A. I mean, anytime they make it from 90 yards out, and remember that ball went another 10, 20 yards, so very well hit. He's hitting the ball good.
Ball's back in play. Here we go then. Chucker number 5. They're closing back in, but still that 3-goal advantage that Kaia Polo got from the beginning is very much alive and kicking, and they're on the move once again. Left that one behind. Winning another throw-in. Remember, we will have the end-of-match stats coming for you. Stick around for those now. Then Del Carril with a daisy cutter into the center field. They're looking for the number 4 for Toccolino. Whistle will stop the action.
Ooh, I thought Santi might have got out in front there. They're calling from behind, coming in from behind here. Keep an eye on them. They're coming right there. Yeah, he gets over a little more than... it's fast. It's speed is just so. We love the slow mo, and we here in the studios in our saddle, as you could say, where we're sitting, we always see the slow mo, and the players ask us about it, and that's why the players who have been on the broadcast with us enjoy being here. It looks so much different in the slow mo compared to the fast speed. You almost think Santi gets in there quick enough with the mallet, but then when you see the slow mo, so great call by the Mountain Fizzers, riding in from behind. Another big ball by Estrada.
And that one picked up by McDonough. He just timed it just right. Back up to the front to Tincho, and McDonough is there. Well, I think they were a little bit. Yeah, I think that was more of an internal issue as to who was going to take it. But
they're talking to each other about it. I see Tincho, look, they both rode over there, maybe to leave it for him. And not a hard tail shot for Tincho, just a little bit of a mishit. But well played, just the dynamics from Nacho to the number 2 and number 3. They're dialed in here. And down by 3.
Kaia dodging a very important bullet here. Del Carril will get things underway again. Here we go then. Can they restore that 4-goal advantage and make it a 7-11? At the moment it is 10-7, still in favor of Kaia Polo, and looks like he's on the move here with the number 3, Zubiari. Had a man on his hip. Picked up on the near side. Nicely done by Teo Kaia, but now did Teo cross that already established right of way? Well, there was a whistle. We'll have to wait and see what the umpires made of that, but we can look at it. As you said, they're on the replay here.
Yeah, players go like this. Yeah. Tails coming across like that. And so then two players coming down the right of way. 2 players coming down the right of way there. I like the thought process of Tail getting involved and doing it quickly. It just shows you how fast this league is, because the 2 players that were coming down the right of way, they were there, snap your fingers, split second later. And, we've been covering it. We've been covering everything from 6 to 26 goal polo. So we get to use comparisons on the speed differentials, Jan, and also the way the umpires call the game, as we do have bigger distances in the 6 goal compared to 26 goals. But a good call there. Teo does get out in front, and he loves playing the high goal. If you get to talk to Teo, he loves playing the high goal, loves the energy of it. And it's great to have Kaia family beautiful wife, Wendy, loves the game of polo. All the boys play. They love it. They'll move that one to 3, and you need to. Is right around the 70-yard line, 80-yard line. So you're going to go past the 60, drop it on the 40. And Santiago Tocolino. He's another one. Look how far that ball went past the goal.
Incredible.
You know, and that was just like a little snapshot. He didn't even, you know. I think Tocolino's going to get one. He told me he thought he could get one from center when he was in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting with bated breath. But
he might going to trigger this goal shot here. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, it might be wide. We'll see. We're going to go ahead and trigger it. We're going to take a look at this goal shot. Keep an eye on this goal shot right here. And that angle, it also, you know, they'll take it from the end zone that way. You know, it looked like it tapers off at the end, but it went through so fast. And we'll see what the call was on the field.
Well, whilst we're waiting for the...
it lands way to the right, but again, you remember, it could go through the goal and then taper off. And I think it's a good call here. They just wanted to trigger and check it out. Remember, you have your goal judge and you have your umpire, and then you have the umpire that's behind the players on the other post.
Yeah.
So you always have 2 umpires on the post. So one umpire's on the goal with the goal judge, and one's on by himself. The umpire behind the goal post. And so use the trigger. That's part of the trigger system. Check and see if goal scored. Might as well check it. Goal will count, though, Tocolino.
On the move, looking for another quick goal, and it looks like that's gone through. Tocolino picking up his 4th of the game, and all of a sudden it's a full dozen here in favor of Kaia, very quickly winning the throw-in, and then just one little touch, so cracking goal here. Kaia really on form here this afternoon.
Yeah, the minute, again, Richard Mille, they get it going, and you think they're going to come and get the tie or get it within, within a one goal of the equalizer. Kaia Polo has just raised the level again, and this is just another power polo play. Everyone running forward, hit the ball, let's get it moving, guys. And another good finish here by Tocolino. Goal number 4 for Santi. 2 from the penalty line, 2 from the field.
Now then, Richard Mille, they seem a little bit stung by the way Kaia Polo are playing. But like I said, such a strong performance that we've seen from them in both of the previous 2 tournaments. So I'm not surprised that they will have used the last 2 tournaments just to regroup, go back to the drawing board, and as you've said on so many occasions, they'll tighten up things here and there, and we're seeing the evidence or the proof of what they've done already here in this opening match of the Palm Beach Open.
Yeah, no, they have adjusted very well to this game, and against a team that has the dynamics of Richard Mille to change it up as well. And as we say, the chess game constantly changing. Tocolino was great when he was in during our Sunday match during the finals of the Founders Cup, and and it made a lot of sense what he said. Changing the game play by play, not just minute by minute or chucker by chucker. We might have a game plan we go in, but we'll have to adjust, not just the 4-legged athletes, but actually adjust the game. Second by second, play by play. You might just have to regroup completely.
Yeah.
And so that's the dynamics you're getting out of this World Polo League. And that's what makes the 26-goal level so special, Jan.
It does indeed. Remember, the highest level of polo played anywhere outside of Argentina worldwide. And what better home than right here at Grand Champions Polo Club. And on that note, let me remind you, we've got a triple header coming your way tomorrow on CTV Sports. The action starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock. But we've also got some great news for those viewers who are in the viewing area, i.e. around the Wellington area. What's going on there, Dale?
Yeah, you got it. It said if you're in the local viewing area, well, it's starting today. You can head over to Buffalo Wild Wings, one of our favorite places. You'll be able to watch CTV and all the polo matches live on their many TVs there. Enjoy some wings, burgers, beers while watching all the WPL games live. So check it out over at Buffalo Wild Wings, right around the corner here.
Absolutely.
From the studio. about to go over after the game.
Here we go then, Dale. Keep an eye on this. A little chip shot from the number 3. Look at that. They are hammering that Richard Mille goal. This time, once again, his 4th goal of the match. Lirin Zubiari starts all here, all the way down the far end. Another one of those monster shots.
Well, that was Harrow, right? On the shot. So Del Carrillo doing the driving, doing the drive. As we say, drive for show.
Putt for dough.
Putt for the dough.
You taught me that one, Dale.
You got that one. My brother taught me that one. I taught it to you after him. But well done, Harrow. And I think we might get one out of Harrow here before the end of the well, you know he's a big ball hitter. Big play here, as we'll see if Richard Mille can pump it up here a little bit in the 5th.
Well,
good polo being played by Kaia right now.
Very good polo. And like I said, you know, I felt it from that very first ball that was thrown in, that these guys really wanted it. And Richard Mille, at the moment, just chasing Kaia Polo. Things not happening quite smoothly as we've become accustomed to. Maybe now a chance here. Oh, nice pickup in the full volley here by McDonough. Now, that is definitely within distance. Hammers that one up to the front door again. Teo Kaia was in situ, trying to sort of pick up this ball on the near side. He got a piece of it. Nacho right behind him.
Well done, Teo.
Yeah, and a new line change, of course, and that will be the reason for that whistle. Let's see what...
That's your quick line change, Jan.
Yeah, exactly.
And Teo just is staying in the rumble seat. He wins that play over Santi Tocolino, and then they come together.
As you say, and so right. The most difficult play in polo is that quick line change, especially in front of the goal mouth.
Okay, so remember, both teams still have challenges.
Yep.
Second half, we didn't use any challenges in the first half. They actually really didn't need any challenges in the first half. A very clean first half. And we have a play here. They come together. And it is an open goal penalty, too. And they're going to go ahead and challenge the call. The Kaia Polo team, and they're going to lose their challenge. So it's going to be a right-of-way violation against the black. And this is a little edge that could help the Richard Mille team now. You know, being down by 6. They could use every little bit. So they're still going to have their challenge to carry here for the remainder of the game. So they'll carry their challenge into the 6 chucker, and Kaia Polo lose theirs.
And that could give them, if they need to, that little advantage. But I've got to say it'll definitely help. But Kaia Polo, I don't somehow think they're going to be phased too much by that. You can see they're coming back out on the field. Del Carrillo on a fresh set of legs. Now, once again, Mr. 100%, looking for his 4th penalty too. Tincho Merlos. There it is. So, as you said, Dale, absolutely solid, the performance here by Mr. Merlos. A total of now 6 goals going on his account. A goal by Teo Kaia in the 1st and Pablo McDonough in the 4th is now where they are with their 8 goals. And it's a little bit more mixed up over at Kaia Polo, but leading the scoring there very much at the moment is Lirin Zubiari with a total also of 4 goals. And...
that's the only issue I would like to see for just Richard Mille, because they do have the ability to score and pick up. And, this is going to be a little blocking foul early. Pablo's good at this. You watch when he comes in here. Watch. We see he's blocked right there. He's blocked right there. He's blocked right there. See, so he hits it forward.
Yeah.
See, he's very smart like that. He's blocked on 90. Now, if right there, where if Harrow's turned the opposite way, and he hits that ball past him, that's free ball. But Pablo's very smart. He knows that he's got Harrow at 90 degrees. Even though he's turning the ball, so he flips it real quick. You got to give him one play.
Of course.
So it's a very just strategic play here by number 3 for Richard Mille. And I know Harrow he'll watch, he'll see, but next time Harrow, either turn real quick, and that way, you got to hit it by me now. And that way he can run with the ball. So a good call by the Mount officials. Split-second timing there, so not an easy call at first. But they're watching that play, and good positioning there by Mount Official Dorniak.
So once again, stepping up to the plate, Mr. Merlos. Just over a minute and a half, 1:31 left on the clock here. Oh, it's saved.
That's going to work out. That's going to work out. And the man who got the foul
gets the goal.
Not Tincho lays it down in front. He doesn't hit the big ball there, but he does lay it down in front. He gives his team an opportunity. And look at this. This is what they did at the end of the first half. So they are back in it here, now down by 4 with a minute left here. If they could pick up another goal here at the end, and this is just a hustle play by Pablo. He gets in there and battles it out on the sword fight. They're going to get one more bowl in. That'll stop the clock. And so just a little time out there. You might have a... Okay, so they are going to go ahead and... Yeah, you're going to get a timeout here for one of the four-legged athletes and 57 seconds on the clock. So whoever gets possession here has an opportunity.
Absolutely.
You know, we're talking, we have the new teams playing. We have the dead end team also, Ian. Yeah. And with Evan White Jr., Pedro Falabella, Faculosa, and Magula Prida. Another one of those 23-goal teams. These 23-goal teams are going to be very, very tough teams with their handicap this year, with the open play being played on a handicap. So,
and we're going to see them tomorrow, Dave. Remember, we got that triple header. We're going to see Dead End up against the Global Port, the two newcomers, tomorrow at 1:30.
All right, so keep an eye on them. And they do well, Pedro and Facu and Magoo. So Evan, and we watch Evan play the 12-goal, and he has been solid. He gets involved in everything. Here we go. Look at this. One more opportunity. And, they're going to get one. Well done, Zubieri. He's going to get one at the end here on the give and go. Just a good ride-off, and then the finish on the near side, and it just ducks in there for the high flag. And look at that. Takes it back to 5 goals. So there they are. We'll send it off. 5-goal lead. Let's see if Richard Mille can make a run at it here. Here's a good shot of Nacho. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports.
At the time the taqueria began in 1975, our goals were simple: to provide service, which we did fieldside with our first trailer, quality, and those hard-to-find Polo specialty items. We searched the globe to bring back the best equipment possible For polo players, by polo players.
Final chucker here for our first game of the 2023 World Polo League Palm Beach Open. Kaia Polo, where's that come from, yeah?
Well, it's interesting to the story. Well, first, let me tell you that Kaia Polo is managed and organised by a man who's also playing in the 8-goal, the top pony 8-goal, Nick Manifold. It was Kaia Polo was named after Larry Austin's dog. He loves his Rhodesian Ridgebacks, but I'll come back to that story in a second because the action's going on here on the field. Let's watch this play once again.
This is great. Get the ball out in front. Teo Kaia's been pulling the team. He pulled it early, and now a huge goal by Teo Kaia. This is what they needed in the end, to come out and win that bowl in and get the offensive attack. And once they get Teo out in front, he has been strong. See if they keep the energy up here. Down by 4.
Yeah, picking up his second goal, but once again, Kaia Polo have it, and there's the long ball up to the front, a little bit short because that was intended to go and be met by Larry Austin and Richard Mille. Well, they won't need a written invitation to run this ball. Pablo McDonough, nice bit of defensive play there by Zubiari, picked up by Del Carril. Now, Del Carril, aware of the fact that that clock, of course, is ticking down. Those 4 goals, they'd like to, if they can, restore that 5-goal cushion, but it still is quite a tall order here for Richard Mille. Again, round the outside he comes. Zubiari up against the 10-goaler. There is the attempted under the neck shot. Looks like it's just going to go a little bit too steep for Hero Del Carril, who was, well, very much part and parcel of that play. But going back to your question, Kaia Polo, as I say, the reason for that is Larry Austin. He seems to have a love for Rhodesian Ridgebacks, and that's why he's named his polo team Kaia. His first, actually, Zuma Polo, was also named after his first Rhodesian Ridgeback. And the reason for that, he says that these animals are fast, graceful, with a similar gait to that of a horse, so therefore a fitting name for polo team.
I realized his first team was also. Yeah. Known Larry a long time, and beautiful animals. Actually, look at this. Teo Kaia, he is like, come on, guys, give me the ball, give me the ball. Pulling the team backed up cleanly, and it's going to be controlled. Tincho doesn't get the shot he wants, but spin around on the chestnut pony. Ooh, come together right there. And they're just going to let him roll. They're going to let him roll there. Hard ride out, but everybody seems okay. And here comes Tocolino.
Nice long ball up to the front, looking for Zubiari. He picks it up on the near side. Watch this ball go through. Absolutely phenomenal here. The pass, and then look how far he leans out of that saddle. Here we watch it again. Bang.
And I'll tell you what, if you want to learn how to play the game of polo, if you're new to it, look at how far Lorenzo Zubiari pushes his man he'll go off the screen. He's off the screen right now. Watch him come flying back in. Comes flying back in. Nacho tries to get there. Great finish on the near side.
Goal number 6. And there
the
is...
man, the line, the ball. That's what we teach in the polo school.
I think there's a song there, Dale.
The man, the line, the ball.
Yeah.
But that's, it shows you right there.
Yeah.
He pushed him way wide in this league. I mean, he pushed him out 30, 40 yards out there in the corner. And maybe almost too far because Nacho came up pretty quick. He almost got on the backside of that one, Estrada. And there's a good shot of Lorraine. 6 goals on the day. Doing a great job.
Well,
wearing the number 3 going forward.
Yeah.
As you said, we haven't figured out exactly. I think they might have the superstition.
Possibly.
On the numbers.
Possibly.
Moving it around, changing the team, flipping it around. But Larry doing a good job on the rotation. All 4 players doing well together. They're going to go back to a 5-goal lead here, but 4:20 on the clock. Hello, Aspen, Colorado. And it's going to be backed up here, and here comes Harold.
Del Carril, nice first touch here, and he's going to probably want to run this one himself. Controls it, nice pace on the turn. Careful, in comes Nacho. He got a piece of it. Tincho will clear it. But let's have a look at that oh-so-important clock as Pablo McDonough will run right past that scoreboard. It'll be in your screens, or it was in yours. There it is, 3:54 on the clock left to play. Tincho will try and turn it. In comes McDonough once again. Nice control of that bouncing ball. McDonough, yeah. Good stick work here from the 10-goaler. But then once again, and you see he's solid all rounds. Zubiari just hammers that ball away again. Making it very difficult here for any player of Richard Mille to get into the situation where they can open those shoulders. Nacho now with a lofted shot back into the danger zone. But look, they're all there, all four of them. Keeping
they're all, it's amazing, the hand-eye coordination. And you know they're not wasting any time, Ian. No. Everything's a slap shot, get it out.
Exactly.
They're not messing with it at all.
No, they have raised the bar, Dale. They have very much raised the bar here in this opening match of the Palm Beach Open, and I am very much looking forward to the action that's going to come. Remember, a triple header. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Now then, let's go back to the action. Theo Kaia can't afford to make any mistakes here so far, deep in his own half.
Goes for the deep neck shot there.
Yeah.
You might get a courtesy change here based on the timing, and you'll probably get a fair play bowling. I think you're going to see that because they, again, and this is why the courtesy change is put in place, running for over 4 minutes.
Incredible.
You know, we've gone through it, the Belmont, 2.5-minute race.
Yeah, but not only
mile and a half.
But not only that, what I find is becoming more and more apparent is that, especially if I compare the season to last year, is that this year, you know, the umpires actually have to pull the handbrake, which also tells me that it's a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
And a lot less
well, that's the whole thing about it. There's less fouls.
Yeah.
And you're right about that. And we've had to pull the handbrake, as you put it. And when Yan uses that term, the handbrake, as an analogy to using the fair play bowl and stopping the game when it's in neutral territory.
Correct.
Giving the ball back to the team that had control for safety of the four-legged athlete.
Exactly.
And, you know, we talk about the races, and we've gone through the horse races, you know, the Triple Crown. Everything's set by one horse, Secretariat, set 1973. And the longest race is only 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So when you're running 4 minutes... And I talked to Alejandro about it. He said it can be a little difficult on horses that are running straight out full speed, so at 225. But you can also add the argument that stopping and turning is strenuous.
Absolutely.
So that's why the courtesy change has been admired and embraced by so many people around the world now.
Yeah, it has.
And now a tournament condition with the United States Polo Association.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to use that at your club,
and we're seeing
get with your tournament committee and intervene it.
Now we're seeing more and more of it, Dale, throughout Europe now. So once again, you know, setting the precedent here. That's another nice long ball down the field. Nacho Navija Estrada will send it back. And look at that, just comes exactly served on a plate here to Pablo McDonough, and why not indeed try a long-distance shot. And this, of course, would be the ideal moment to try and pick up a couple of two-pointers. Tincho Merlos just teeing up the ball nicely. Here comes the shot. It's a daisy cut. Well, he'll get one back, making it 11 goals to 15. But I fear that they might just be running out of time.
Yeah, no, they're playing it hard here. Tincho slows it down. And like you said, there's a lot of positive energy that you can that this Richard Mille team can take off of this game. Even if the Kaia holds on here with the 4-goal lead, it's going to click down to a minute 30 on the far side. Del Carrillo, he's going to hammer one down the side, and they're just going to stay playing in the same rhythm. Santi's going to get caught. Santi's going to come in here and he's going to get caught. But gets control and then backed up cleanly. Pablo is going to get a breakaway.
Yeah.
Big ball. We're going to Teo on the run here again. Teo, he's already got 2 goals on the day. Can he pick up a third? Kaia.
He's got plenty of space. Nicely focused. Now then just needs to straighten it up on the approach. Slams on the brakes a little bit. And Theo Kaia, you called it, Dale, picking up his 3rd goal of the day.
And this is what I like. And you want to end like this because Theo Kaia, this is a great game for Teo. He's going to be ready for all the games. He's been ready in all the tournaments to pull the team, and he'll play defense. He don't mind coming in the game. But if you can add this dimension to your game, it's going to work out so well. And Teo scoring 3 goals from the field. So down by 3, but a lot of positiveness. And also, let's just go with Tincho, 100% from the penalty line, very positive. Also, McDonough and Tincho play well in the middle, and Nacho, I like that at the back. It's just a very good game. Very great start here by Kaia Polo. They didn't play. They played very strong today, Yan. Hard to beat them. And look at how close it is. 15-12, 19-19 on shots, 7-6 on knock-ins. Throw-ins, though. That's where Kaia took advantage. 8 more. Fouls committed, though. They got to clean that up.
Yeah, they do.
They got to clean it up, Kaia. They got to clean it up. They're, because Richard Mille with only 5. Well done, Richard Mille. That's very strong. Because look at the 6 penalties scored by Tincho. But that Kaia, they just got to clean those fouls up a little bit because the way they're playing, if they clean that up, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Wow, what a start. It's all about the World Polo League. It's a great start.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
And let us remind you, of course, the action continues tomorrow. A triple header. Very much looking forward to that. The action starts at 10 o'clock, of course. Tune in or come and see us down here at Grand Champions Polo Club. Brookshire will take on Santa Rita Trenkelauken at 10 o'clock in the morning. 1:30 p.m. then Global Port versus Dead End, our newcomers here in the Palm Beach Open. And tomorrow afternoon, very much looking forward to that, where the 2 Castagnols will be meeting each other again. Audi versus Casablanca. So a fun Polo Friday tomorrow here on CTV Sports.
Love the triple header. For Yan Eric Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.